So what's surprising about this place and the city of Fortaleza to you, Vonetta?
Okay, so yeah, like the first thing is, as we were just talking about with the lady inside, I'm really shocked that people keep leaving Fortaleza and leaving Brazil in general. Because I think the place is really nice. Can you tell me why people keep leaving?
Well, I think us humans are always trying to chase the next thing. Brazilians, you are very ambitious and you like to travel. So when you live in a place for so many years, regardless of how cool the place is, you wanna a change. You wanna go to a different place, like she did when she came here from America. In America, it's not the worst place in the world. On the contrary, the U.S. is one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. And even though that's true, she wanted to leave the place. So,
but I'm a statistical outlier, and I didn't leave America because I hate America or because I'm just fed up or disgusted with it. I left because I'm a nomad. But it's very different than the attitude of people here who are leaving. They're leaving because they feel like there are no opportunities here and that it's just the worst place in the world. Which I don't think is true.
Yeah, some of them might think like that. Not all of them, but yeah, some of them that's true.
Okay. So the second thing that surprises me here is the amount of opportunities that are available in almost every area. Professionally, I think that people focus way too much energy on just being a doctor or a lawyer, and they just think that there's nothing else to do here. But actually, I think that if you're this place, for instance, is even more. It's even better if you wanted to be a small business owner than the United States. And why would I say that? It's because basically Fortaleza, maybe even the rest of Brazil, they need basically every freaking thing that you can think of, you know. So whatever you're good at, there's a good chance that you can make money and make a living doing it.
Yes, I tend to agree with her, surprisingly, on that topic. And yes, I think people here, they spend too much energy and time and only a few things, and they don't see what's happening right beside them. And I agree with her when she says that for small business owners, even though there is a lot of taxes and the government doesn't help and this and that, there is still room for growth. There is still room for development in many different areas. I'm an example of that. You know, I'm an English teacher and I don't teach at English schools. You know, I refuse myself to do that. I'm taking a different approach. I'm doing private lessons, right? And I can have a better salary, a better work-life balance, and they can live, you know, the ideal lifestyle I want to live without relying or depending on corporations.
Okay.
She doesn't want to leave the place, guys. She wants to talk more about the place, so let's give her the chance to talk. She loves talking.
Okay, so the third thing that surprises me so much about Fortaleza, let me look at my little list here, is that everything here is based upon class. I don't know, like your socioeconomic class, but like everything. Some people will look and say, well, it's like that everywhere, but like here, everything is based upon your socioeconomic class, where, you know, like where you go in the city, even, you know, how people feel like they don't have access to places and things, even though there are no laws. Like if you are a poor person, you know, you can absolutely go to a coffee shop here, but many would not feel comfortable, so they just don't go for example, you know. Yes. Or if you're a rich person, you know, in some of the humble neighborhoods, they have like community arts centers and things like that with a lot of cool stuff in them. But rich people don't go to that because I don't know, like why don't they go?
Yeah, that's another controversial subject that we are willing to talk about on our videos, and I totally agree with her. There is a lot of classism here. It's almost a social apartheid, isn't it?
Yes, social apartheid. Yes.
Yes, and
But it's not like there are no laws upholding it. A lot
No.
of it is just people not feeling comfortable in places.
yeah,
You know, like nobody's going to run you out of a place. Well, usually it's not the case. I have heard of it happening occasionally, but usually it is not the case, you know. It's just people choosing not to go to different parts of the city. So
Yes.
yeah, like a lot of people feel disconnected from the city because of that, because they just feel like, okay, I can go to these 3 places but not those 100 over there.
yeah. In my own experience, I have lived in different parts of the city. So I have lived in poor suburbs, but also in one of the well-developed areas of the city, and I can see the difference very clearly. It's very distinguishable. The places that the rich people go and the places that the poor people go. And what bothers me the most is not even that. What bothers me the most is when you go to a party, every party there is a VIP area, right, where you are supposed to be. And then if you're not there, your value as a person, your social status goes down. That bothers me a lot. I don't agree with VIP areas. If you are at a party to enjoy the place, to attend a concert or a small band, you should be able to mingle with people, to talk to whoever you want to talk, to be at the same place. It shouldn't exist a situation in which you are here up high and the others are there down.
Yeah, that's really interesting. The fourth interesting and intriguing thing about Fortaleza and Brazil for me is that they have universal health care here, which is something that we are currently fighting about in the United States. So basically here, even though the healthcare system does not work perfectly, for example, for most things, if you don't have any money, basically, you can go somewhere for free and get basic health care. You can be seen by a doctor. You can go somewhere and have access to cheap medicines. And yeah, that's it. As a nurse, I think that it's really interesting, for example, that Brazil has one of the best HIV prevention programs in the world.
That's true.
And why is that? Is because people who have HIV can just go to the hospital and get HIV medicines for free. In every neighborhood here, or not every neighborhood, but like in every district, I would say, they have a quick care clinic, but they also have like a medical post where you can like see an eye doctor, for example, or get your teeth taken care of, and you can even get like free physical therapy here. I mean, it's crazy how much stuff they have available for free in this city. Maybe well, as I understand, it's not in every place in Brazil equally, but in Fortaleza, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of free healthcare available.